Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testicles, testicles. Whoa, I got a ball sack. Oh my God, the ball sack got stuck in my throat. Testing testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1248 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, husses, and hoes? It's your boy Papa Swoleo, and that's how Papa Swoleo rolls. What's good, beaches? Welcome to the Sunday Funday Q&Anus, the Sunday Funday Q&Anus. The Anus fam. That's right. Look at that little anus. Look at that brown eye. We're going deep today for the Q&A. Thank you so much. It's going to be a shorter Q&Anus than normal, so make sure you come in now and get your questions in now. If you wait, you will miss it because we'll be out of here in probably about 30 minutes or so. So make sure that you drop those questions. Without further ado, drop them right now. Let's get these questions underway. And a reminder to everyone that has been living under a rock, if you want access to the members only Q&A, you want to get more access to me in the private community, make sure you go to Swolenormousx.com and join Swolenormous Uncensored today. Brand new video for those of you that are uncensored members. Brand new video about supplements. It's right available in your library right when you log in to your uncensored membership. You will see it in your library right at the top. It's about supplements, so you can go and check it out. Go watch it. Those of you that are members, go watch it. Drop a comment. I want to hear your feedback and what you got to say. And of course, more content coming every day over there in Uncensored. So $2.99, or you can go and you can make your wise purchase of a pumpkin spice latte and get fatter. That's all. You could do that. It's cool. I ain't mad at you. It's none of my business. That's none of my business. If you want to buy poop, you want to buy liquid poop, that's fine. I'm doing my thing. We're doing our thing. So Swole fam, what up? What up, you beaches? What up? All right, let's get right into it. Laura Lulu, first question of the anus. First Q, and this is the first anus of the day. First anus, everyone, round of applause. Round of applause. Drop some brown eyes in the comments, some gorillas, some biceps, maybe some brown eyes. I guess you got the brown eye emoji. First anus of the day goes to Laura Lulu. Congratulations. How do you keep your health journey when facing enormous stress? Meditation, yoga, and use exercise as your focus. Use exercise as your focus, as your center point. If you revolve your life, and it sounds like, oh my God, revolving my life around fitness. If that's your focus point, and that's your rock is your health and your fitness training, then you can always come back to that. Not only do you get healthier, it helps you mitigate stress. So that's it. Do it. Meditation's also fantastic. Meditation. Or as the Spaniards say, meditación, if that's what they even say. They do now. I just made up a Spanish word. Can I use a 30-second clip from the private Q&A where you called me out? What do you mean? Use for what? You really can't. You shouldn't. But, 30-second clip. If I called you out, it should be a 10-second clip. You can email me because that's all private content for members only. I can't technically stop you, but sure. As long as you say you should join Swolenormous, as long as when you share it, you say you should join Swolenormous Uncensored because it's fucking awesome. Yeah, you can. That's fine. It's all right. As long as there's no, it's fine. It's cool. Whatever. Fine. But really, you're not supposed to. But it's okay. Who's going to see it, right? Who's going to see it, AJ? You got some followers, right? That's cool. Tell them to join Swolenormous X. Uncensored. StevePimento. I'm just going to call you Pimentel. Is 65 grams of protein and takes a lot for somebody who weighs 135 and does what? And takes a lot? Is 65 grams of protein a lot for someone who weighs 135 and does moderate exercise? It's probably completely sufficient. It's probably more than sufficient. Is it enough, you mean? I mean, I couldn't tell you just on that question, but it could be sufficient. Yeah, I mean, moderate exercise, that's probably about right. I can't do the math right there in my head, but it's according to your lean mass. It's probably sufficient. Do you need more? I doubt it. Like for what? Just for survival, for health? What are you trying to do? What's your goal? What else are you eating? What kind of foods are you eating? What kind of protein? A lot of other questions are even more important than that one. We don't need pumpkin spice when I got gains in Papa. Watermelon Pocky. I love watermelon, so I like the name. I'm all about whatever you're about. What bones cuts do you use to make your bone broth? Just medium-sized bones. Cuts? Just medium-sized grass-fed beef bones. You can Google that and pick up a pair. What supplements do I use? Just take a couple, maybe some like magnesium, some things right here and there. I definitely don't talk about what little things I take because everyone's like, oh, and go take it. It's about what you're deficient in or what you might be needing more specifically for you. So I don't promote any supplements really. When I do discuss some supplements inside my member community, that's the only place where I'll really talk about the specifics of it. But, most bodybuilding supplements are a load of shit. I drink coffee, for energy. There are certain things that are more prevalent now that are better. Like they're getting better. These little micro brands, the problem with like these bigger brands when there's tons of manufacturing, you get a lot of bullshit in those products, and they're just really going after the marketing. But now that you can have a business and small businesses can really do some good shit, there's a lot more like third-party testing. There's a lot more transparency with the internet, so you can find out information. And so companies have, in some cases, a harder time. Like they want to break through. So a small company's not trying to scam you. They're trying to build a business. So you can get really good things or really good supplements in terms of, let's say, like grass-fed, like beef organ supplements, things like resveratrol, like certain things like magnesium or maybe greens. Some people like those types of like green powders and stuff like that. Those could be beneficial. When I talk about supplements, like, hey, you shouldn't be taking supplements, it's mostly about like the BCAAs, the bodybuilding style supplements. Now, a lot of these other supplements, more often than not, if you had to weigh them out, are they good or are they neutral? Like, are they no different or are they bad for you? Most of those other supplements, when it comes to vitamins, things like that, they're just more like they might help you a little bit or neutral. Most of them aren't like, oh, that's bad for you, that's evil, unless there's like heavy metals in it. But a lot of proteins and stuff and processing things have heavy metals in them. They've done studies and found a lot of like heavy metals from processing and shit. So you have to Google that for the purity, for the clarity, for those things. Depends on what you need, depends on what your goals are. So supplements is when you say supplements, it's such a broad statement. You can't just really easily answer like, oh, what supplements are good? So you say, what supplements do I use? If I say, oh, I'll take a couple of these things, then you guys are, oh, fuck, I'll take those. That's not how the game plays. That's why I always talk about what you should be doing on an individual level. So if you haven't figured out your nutrition, done an elimination diet, got that locked down, then supplements are not in your realm of thought. Focus on your food first. Is there ever overcoming food addiction? Probably. A lot of people do. If so, how? It's a long conversation that I'm not completely qualified to talk about because I'm not a psychologist and that type of stuff. You could never see heroin again, but food is a necessity. True. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. But a lot of addicts, I'm literally just talking from what I'm aware of. So if you have other experience you want to add to this, you could drop it. I'm not an addict expert. I'm not an addiction expert. So I'm just going to be saying things from what I see, from what I've heard, from what makes sense to me, from what has helped people in the community. When it comes to addictions, a lot of people that leave one addiction, they get another, Drug addicts go to like cigarettes, or they gain weight because they fit one void with another. They fill it. They fill the void. So in terms of like overcoming a food addiction, really like psychologically, it's all in the head. It really is. It's all in the head. You want to say there's a physical addiction? Sure. But you can overcome all that stuff with meditation and real self-reflection and a strong community support. What I've seen from a lot of people that come into Swolenormous, a lot of you that join Swolenormous Uncensored and unlimited memberships, you're doing our nutrition protocols and you're going through the elimination, you're doing the programming, is the community makes such a difference. A lot of people have addiction and they don't have that support system, which is why do you think AA, it's a group. You go around people, you have accountability to other people. You have to stay on those 12 steps and you have to, reflect and you share, and it's accountability to other people, including yourself. So if you have a strong community, that really helps. And a lot of people that have these addictive things are being facilitated. Food addictions are facilitated by parents, by siblings, by husbands and wives, or pretty much bringing junk food into the house and stuff. So it's about who you surround yourself with. Don't work out when you're sick. Don't work out when you're sick. That's stupid. I get that question all the time. Talked about it. That's a video that I did in Swolenormous Uncensored. Don't work out when you're sick. Just don't do it. Super easy. What are some tips to use mind to muscle? Practice slow, controlled movement. Practice yoga. Some workouts I don't feel it, like abs. Abs are overrated to train. Most people crush their abs all the time. Super, 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 extremely overrated. Rectus abdominis is an extremely overrated muscle to train. It really is. People train them as if like, oh, I'm going to train my abs and see my abs. That's not really how it works. That's nutrition. You don't have to do a lot of work on your abs. You get a lot with free weights and core activation. That's what's more important. What's more important with the abdominals is what you can't see behind those pelvic stabilizers and the intrinsic core, like transverse abdominis, those stabilizers. The rectus abdominis is a movement muscle, and actually you train it too much and it affects your body negatively. It causes compensations. Holy shit. You hit like the fucking trifecta. This is like the Swolevengers Infinity Stones. You just got them all. Joe Adame, give me a shout out. See, you shouldn't have said that. I'm giving you a shout out, but you say that at the beginning, and it's kind of like, all right, no, I don't like give me a shout out. Why? Why? Because you did awesome stuff. Pat yourself on the back. You don't need a fucking shout out from me. I will give you one, but don't ask for one. You should have said the other stuff. You should have just said the other stuff. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Does it leave a bad taste in your mouth? That's probably the knowledge cock. Ha ha ha. Awesome, Joe. Joe's got a new job, passed CBP test. I don't know what that is, but sounds good. Found out my girl is pregnant yesterday. Smashing it at the gym. You're smashing at home. You're smashing the girl, smashing the gym, dropping weight, and you're an uncensored member from day one. Look at you. Boom. Joe's on a roll. Float some biceps. Float some biceps. Do I make my grass-fed bone broth? If yes, can you share in Swolenormous X? It is in Swolenormous X. It's in the kitchen under beverages. There's a recipe for bone broth. Boom. It's already there. Janae Clay. Hi, Janae Clay. Hello, handsome. Hello, Janae Clay. I'm trying to hit a goal of running 2 miles straight. How important are the right running shoes? They're essential. You shouldn't be wearing fucking shoes. So that's my thought. Any tips to avoid hurting yourself? Run properly. Running heel to toe is inherently wrong and dangerous for the body, which is why people get fucked up. So I don't recommend doing that. So I don't recommend you just going barefoot, but I recommend you probably walk on an incline and start doing more yoga and start doing more barefoot activity to realign your body and get muscles that haven't been used your entire life activated. I'm not going to really encourage people to run heel to toe on hard surfaces. Not with good conscience. If you want that kind of encouragement, you could find someone else online. I don't want to be like, oh, good, keep running. Not with bad form like that. You can check out my other podcasts and stuff on barefoot running, but you really have to transition slowly. So get that goal of running 2 miles barefoot or with minimalist shoes out of your head for a while. If you're not running like that with heel to toe first, but you're going to be better long term. So focus on, you got to rewind the clock. That's a big answer. I know it's heavy. That's probably not what you expected, but there's a deal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's cool, bro. It's cool. Let's see. Cara Belenui. What are some good alternatives to the deadlift? None. Nothing replaces a deadlift. But there are other things that might be similar to it. But nothing replaces a deadlift. Nothing. I go to Planet Fitness and they don't have good equipment. No shit. Alternatives to the deadlift. You can do deadlifts with dumbbells. You can, not from the ground. So if you get like a bench or you get a couple blocks and you kind of have them on your sides, you could do like suitcase deadlifts, kind of like what a hex bar would look like, but put the plates, but the dumbbells on the sides, and you could do like a partial deadlift, start like at your knee height or maybe just below. So you can get the same effect as a deadlift. It'll just be more of a partial movement and it'll keep you safe. And it'll be allowed in Planet Fitness. And you can put pillows on top of those supports so you don't make any noise, so no one gets offended or scared that someone's actually making progress in their gym. You don't want to hurt the snowflakes in PF. Got any good replacement? Why are you guys trying to replace squats and deadlifts? If you're having problems, all right, here we go. If you have, no, I know, this is not for you, sit and spin. Because you said one leg. Your one leg means, that you're a different situation. But for anyone else that's listening, okay, I'm going to answer your question. But for anyone that's listening, There's no replacement for deadlifts. There's no replacement for squats. There's no replacement. There are things that you have to do because you can't, but if you're having an issue, let's say pain or discomfort or something like that, with a deadlift, with a squat, not that the Planet Fitness question was just like, how do I do a deadlift? Because I can't, because they don't have fucking free bars like assholes. But for those of you, like, if you're having a problem with that movement, you got to fix what's causing the problem with that movement, because those are fundamental things. My one leg means balancing with weight a bit tricky. Sure, you could do single leg squats. Single leg squats, not pistol squats, single leg squats where you drive your hips back, your upper body and your ankle to shin. That's parallel at the bottom pretty much. Single leg squats. It's in Swolenormous X. I've done single leg squat in videos and stuff before. If you're in Uncensored, it'll probably come up in one of the Swole motions at some point. Maybe even today. I might be recording today because a lot of you I'm doing a new Swole motion vlog today. So those of you that are in Swolenormous Uncensored, there's a new vlog being recorded because I got some stuff going on, and probably a leg day later. So maybe I'll do that. I'll do, because I'm doing legs today. I'm probably not doing heavy squats. I'll probably do more like hip bridges, and I'll probably do more glute oriented. So I'll throw in some single leg squats. If you're in Uncensored, you'll see it. I'll try to keep that in mind. Ooh, hiccups. So single leg hip bridges, single leg squats, all those things are good. And you can just keep a chair or like a wall next to you so you can have a little balance, but it'll be good if you have one leg. You need to have balance of that one leg, yeah? I sound a little sick, groggy today. No, not groggy. I mean, I woke up a little while ago, but that's about it. I'm not sick at all. I feel fucking amazing. It's probably just because I went to sleep at 4 or 5 o'clock, so I got like 5 hours of sleep, but I'm wide awake. It's probably just like my vocal cords aren't warmed up or whatever, so deal with it. Deal. Dude went out dancing last night, saw pumpkin ale and pumpkin spice rum. The shit is going so too far. Yeah. I used to love Shipyard Pumpkinhead, but then it started tasting too artificial. And it started tasting more and more like shitty to me over time. So I lost it. I used to buy cases of the Pumpkinhead, and then eventually I just started tasting more and more of those flavors, and I didn't like it anymore. I eat a lot of fruit. Tons of pineapple are my go-to snack. Will that spike my insulin levels and make it hard to lose weight? It depends. Yeah, I mean, sugar does absorb. Pineapple, I think, is higher on the glycemic index, I would assume. It's probably more like grapes, but not quite as bad. I don't really know the glycemic index of pineapple, but obviously it's not like you're drinking soda. So just make sure if you're trying to lose weight, then be in a caloric deficit. That's it. Question for anyone here: what have you done when your sugar drops out? I'll leave that in the comments so you guys can jump in that. Let me scroll. I want the fuck your pumpkin spice hoodie, but can't afford it right now. Will it be in the store forever? Please say yes. No, it will not be in the store forever. It'll be in the store for the season, probably through the month of October at least, and then it'll probably be gone. So there's always next year. It'll be around. We're gonna have more pumpkin spice. It's not gonna keep on coming back. It's gonna come back. But next year will probably be like a version 2.0 or something. I'm not sick at all. It's just my vocal cords. Sometimes the podcast is just like, it's lower and it's higher. Definitely not sick. Hope you feel better, man. Okay, I feel fucking amazing. I'm vlogging all day. I'm gonna go get a sick pump. I feel fucking fantastic. Let's see. Jessica, there's a popping in my ball and socket joints when doing yoga. I imagine that's not normal. Does it hurt? If it doesn't hurt, usually no pain, no problem. As Dennis Reynolds says, the God hole. Some fill with religion, some drugs, some fill with heavy shit to pick up and put them back down again. It's true. Well, most people in this world fill it with fucking religion, which I think is a waste of fucking brain space. But that's my opinion on it. When does weight training for women become dangerous? You hear so much about being too lean, losing your menstrual cycle. So when do you stop building muscle and focus on conditioning? That doesn't make sense, that last part. It's like, what? If you're being too lean, you're going to get amenorrhea. That's just a disruption of menstrual cycles because your body fat drops too low. I don't know if the lifting itself has issues with that. It might just be the body, how lean the body is. When body fat levels get too low, I'm not aware of that if a woman's is just lifting with more body fat. I'm not sure if that happens as well. It's also common with stress. Women's bodies are very sensitive. So if you're under a lot of stress, it might like cause your period to come earlier or later. That's what she said, literally. So ladies in the comments, why don't you just fill in on that and drop in the comments below and just pitch in on that question, just because that's all I have to say about that. That's all I have to say about that, Jenny. And all you all ladies can talk a lot more about that because you're the ones that bleed from the holes and stuff. Well, hopefully just one of the holes. I'm not going to continue that conversation. I have way too many jokes. Okie dokie, moving on. Laura Claw. Hey fam, any tips on eating healthy while traveling? Bring your food. I'll be in and out of planes and cars for a week. Can't meal prep in advance. Oh, well, I used to bring food all the time when I travel. You just make better choices. That's, again, I'm just going to say it. That's the beauty of an elimination diet. You can get prepared things if you can find a Whole Foods. You just got to do your best. If you have done an elimination diet, you know what foods work better for you. So you make better decisions even on the run. That's why it's so valuable, because if you're only on like a meal plan where, I eat this and I have 1 scoop of this and 2 servings of that. If you just do that, then when you're traveling, what do I do? Or you can go, sometimes they have those like meal plan companies or those prepared things where you can buy like a series of meals just per diem. You just do your best, or you just do fasting more often, more fasting. Most people are trying to like maintain their weight or lose weight. So if you're traveling, you can just do like intermittent fasting and worry. And I mean, one of the best ways, look, if you're not trying to gain weight while you're traveling, is just mitigate your caloric intake. You might not be able to make the best decisions, but at least you're not overeating your calories. So there are benefits there. Do you have any other hobbies you like to do when you aren't working, such as painting, drawing, playing an instrument? I've not instrument, drawing, no. Painting, no. What do I like to do? I mean, I don't know. Here's the thing. I do what I like to do. I love fitness and I do this, so I just do more of what I do. I'll film a video, I go work out, I'll go on the porch and have a cigar and some whiskey or something maybe once in a while. I just watch a show, or I'll meditate and just sit there and think, or I'll call a friend. Yeah, maybe go get some sun, go to the beach. I like that. I really do what I love. So I don't feel like I'm working. That's why that question, whenever you ask me, people ask me like, oh my God, all he does is this. I'm like, I don't know, I like doing this. Why do you think I chose to do it? That's why I created a business around what I like to do. So I'm not really working. It's like I just do stuff that's fun all day, and then I do other stuff and stuff. Tree hugger, Papa, any idea why my feet feel like they're going to sleep when I'm on the elliptical? Because you're not doing anything? You're just fucking swinging your body around, the machine's doing the work? Why your feet feel like they're going to sleep? I don't know why. Could just be the pressure or the fact that you're not really moving naturally. I don't know. You might want to get that checked out. I'm going to have to default to like, get it checked out by your medical, but they're not going to, I doubt the doctor is going to fucking know like, this is what happens when you're on an elliptical machine. But I don't want to say, it's fine. You're whatever. And then you have like a nerve issue. If anyone else has any input. Let's see. Looking at Vibram 5 fingers. For a first-time buyer, should I look for a brick and mortar store, or is online okay? I'm looking to get a proper fit from the start. Well, the Vibrams are different than the other brands. A lot of other barefoot brands or barefoot style brands. The barefoot style brands are better for most people because they have a wider toe box. So they allow your feet to spread out more, but they don't give people uncomfortable. One of the reasons why some people don't like Vibrams, they feel like their pinky's being pulled out to the side because there's separation between the toes. And shoes pull and compress all the feet together. Like they crush the feet in. So even like having like a sliver of divider, everyone's like, oh my God, my toe. Because going from here to here, when the bones are fucking like fused in from like being bound for your entire life, it feels uncomfortable. It might ache a little bit at the beginning. So it feels uncomfortable sometimes. So you might want to start with like a wider toe box. But if you want like a good fit, then yeah, you could definitely go to a store. But you can order online, but some people it doesn't fit as well. If you have a longer toe, sometimes your toes, like one long toe is super long. So if you get a pair of Vibrams that fit that toe, the other ones have too much or too loose. Not everyone likes those ideally. That's why these other companies exist. There are other good companies. Vivo Barefoot is good. Zero Shoes with an X, Xero is really good. I have a pair of sandals from Zero, but I've gotten my mom and my dad a pair of Zero shoes, and they love it. They love it. My mom has them. I ordered my dad a pair, so he hasn't gotten them yet. But that's because they're up in like Connecticut and it's colder and they're walking around, and they're not going to walk around like barefoot shoes. But Zero shoes, I mean, I've heard only good things, and I've purchased them for people and they fucking love them. So that's good too. And they're less expensive. Those are like 80 or 90 bucks. The Vivo Barefoots are like 130. Like that's where we start getting like pricey, like shoe. You know, I got a new pair of kicks. And one of the reasons why I wear these Vibrams, the ones that I like, and those of you that are in Swolenormous X or Swolenormous Uncensored, I have that link in my Amazon store in the announcements section in the Facebook group. And the reason why I like those is because they're like $60, $65. So it's like, boom, I just get another pair, get like 3 pairs at once, and then just kind of rotate through them. That's, Danny, I signed up for X with the deal 3 months. Oh, that was one of those. Well, that was a while back. And this is my last month. Can I still just send us an email, support@swolenormous.com. Send us an email, Danny. Any membership requests or, membership inquiries, just support@swolenormous.com. Let's see. Scrolling. Only got a couple more minutes. So maybe like 10 minutes left on this podcast. If you got questions, drop them. Victoria Redwood. I think we should start doing that, like shorter Q&A session so people fucking show up and just fucking ask. Just boom, bang it out. How do I not let a bad gym session get to me? I had a bad one this morning and now feel down. Why? That's wasting your fucking time. If you didn't have a bad workout, you had a workout. You just didn't crush it. Fine. What are you going to do? Oh, I had a bad workout. All right, so go tomorrow. You're going to let that workout affect tomorrow's workout and the rest of your day? That's stupid. Take the moment to download a meditation app, a guided meditation app, and start practicing meditation today. Do it. Right when we get off here, go to the App Store, download a meditation app, boom. Or you can join Swolenormous X and the unlimited memberships, you get access to the Brain Gains meditation section. Shameless plug. Or you just download a free meditation app. But practice. It's all about how you look at things. I just ran a 13-mile Spartan Beast. Ooh, my knees are too painful to run on about mile 6. How do I improve? Do you improve knee health, IT band, while continuing to work out and not taking too many rest days? By not doing a 13-mile Spartan fucking Beast when you're not prepared for it and you're running heel to toe properly. And I just ran a 13-mile Spartan Beast, but my knees start aching after about mile 6. How do I fix this? By not doing it? By not fucking doing that. I used to do trail running. I tell everyone this. I used to do trail running. I used to wear my Vibrams. I used to have the trail ones. I used to win 10Ks, like 10K trail runs. I used to win those fucking things. And then I was lifting too. And guess what started happening? Guess what started happening when I was doing barefoot running and doing all that stuff and lifting too? Eventually I got, lateral. I guess you got that aching pain in the side of my knee. It's like, yeah, you fucking wear it down. You're trying to lift. You're trying to lift and run long distances. It's not going to work out. You're going to fuck yourself up like you did. How do you improve knee health? Glute activation, gluteus medius activation will take pressure off your TFL. Yoga, foam rolling, massage, running properly, doing less volume. Don't do a 13-mile Spartan Beast. Do a sprint or something. It's not the most glorious answer, but there you go. You're probably running heel to toe. You're not training properly. You're overdoing it because you're not doing that kind of long distance running all the time. You're all of a sudden, boom, Spartan Beast. And when you're doing it around a lot of people and you're amped up, there's chaos on the ground. There's divots. There's other things going on. You're not paying attention to your body's signals. You're all like adrenaline and you're having fun, which is cool. But that's how people get really fucking hurt. People get fucked up on those things because they're not really prepared for it. And the Spartan race, they don't give a shit. They just want their money. I'm not saying it's bad or I'm not saying it's not fun. I mean, obviously people enjoy it. And I did for a little bit too. I did a couple of those things and then I'm like, all right, I was over it. I'm surprised they're still around. I'm surprised people are still doing that shit. That was a huge fad like 10 years ago. I don't hear about it that much anymore. It like peaked and then now it's kind of like, now it's almost like cult. It's like kind of like on the DL. I don't hear about it that much, at least. My doctor says you can't prevent or fix fallen arches. What's your opinion? Well, thank you for okay. All right. What's your opinion? I think that's bullshit. I think it's fucking bullshit. A low arch doesn't mean a weak arch. Okay. Everyone's foot is different, but you can absolutely strengthen the muscles in your feet. And most people are just wearing sneakers and weakening their feet. So you want to check out a good account. A friend of mine, it's the Urban Barefoot on Instagram. Check him out. I'll have him on the podcast too. We've talked about that. It was a while ago. I got to get back in touch with him. I got to DM him, but just send a message. Be like, hey, I love your stuff. Ask him a question. Be like, I want to see you on the Swolenormous podcast. He talked about you. Just message him. But he has a good page. Being barefoot's great. Great. There you go. Barefoot shoes are the best. I had foot surgery after my multiple toe break. Hell yeah. The price for the shoes isn't too much of a worry. I have to spend about $200 plus for work boots. Oh, yeah. You got like metal toes, like the steel toe boots. All right, well, check those out. Vivo Barefoots are great. So are the Zero shoes. And there's a lot of other brands, but those are two big ones. Those are the ones I have experience with. I have a pair of the Vivo Barefoots. I have a pair over here that I'm going to be selling. They're too small for me. I bought them. I put them on once. And I'm like, oh, they're a little bit tight, but I didn't return them. I forget because I couldn't. So maybe I'll put them up for sale. Oh, that felt good. All right, couple minutes. Jojo Dodo. Mojo Jojo. Isn't that Powerpuff? Hey, Mojo Jojo. Hey, Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo. Hey, Jojo. What do you think for having a separate day for just deadlifts and abs? I don't know what abs has to do with it, but deadlifts, you could have a separate day for just deadlifts. You could have a separate day for just deadlifts. Depends on your program. Like, there are so many different ways to do a program. That's what's beautiful about fitness. So all of you that are watching, listening, if you're new, that's what's beautiful about fitness. You don't have to be like, oh, this kind of split. You can cut, like if you do that, Jojo, and you have a separate day and you fucking love it and it fits your flow and psychologically you just look forward to that day and it's a great fix and that's perfect for you then. You know what I'm saying? Whatever keeps you consistent, disciplined, and if it's like fitting, if it's giving you results and it works out for your program, then fuck what anyone else says, you know? So what do I think of it? Like, I don't think anything of it. It's like, oh, it's a great idea. It's a terrible idea. It's like, it's an idea. It's definitely possible. It's definitely something. So that's what's beautiful about fitness. You can customize things and you can tweak things to your advantage, especially if you're not competing or doing anything. It's like, you're doing it for you. So do what makes you feel good and what sets it all. Is there a happy medium to muscle mass and being able to run a 5K at a good time? Yeah, of course. There's a happy medium if you want to excel at any one thing in that area. It's like excelling in an area of physical activity and having a happy medium. That usually means like, oh, an average. If you're going to do all that and be running a lot, it's going to affect your weight training. People are going to say, oh, no, it's not. You can do all that. It's going to. You have like bodybuilders and people that focus on muscle. They're not running 3 miles. They're usually doing stuff inside and controlled because there's a lot of chaos when you're going and running a 5K. If you're running heel to toe, you're jacking yourself up. You're smashing your joints. The impact is insane when you run heel to toe, even with sneakers on. So if you're running barefoot running, like sure, you have to build up to that slowly. And there's a happy medium, depends on the person. But anytime you kind of lean one direction or the other, you're sacrificing a little bit on both ends. Not so much with a 5K as if you're saying like, hey, I want to run marathons and lift. It's like, well, that's more extreme. So there you go. Since starting yoga, my one leg stability has improved tons. What's your opinion on breatharians? Watch the videos on my YouTube channel. It doesn't exist. They're eating and they're dying. They're essentially just not dying. Recently lost 25 pounds since the end of March. My program and nutrition have not changed, yet I have stopped seeing the numbers moving on the scale because your program and nutrition have not changed. That you're answering your own question. Does that mean I'm now gaining muscle? No, it means you're not losing weight. Doesn't mean you're gaining muscle unless you're measuring that. If your program and nutrition have not changed and I have stopped seeing the numbers moving on the scale, it's because your nutrition and your program haven't changed and you've hit a plateau because your body has found that balance point. You're not gaining muscle unless you're doing body fat measurements or DEXA scans and you're proving that you're gaining muscle. So you don't know and I can't answer that for you. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. That's good. That was a good run. So Kashina, you need to change your program. Are you trying to lose more weight? If you're trying to lose more weight, then your nutrition has to change. Again, I always recommend elimination diet. Figure out what foods work best for you. Caloric restriction. If you want to lose weight, you got to eat less than you're burning. But if you want to, if you're good with your weight right now, then cool. If you want to build muscle, stay in a maintenance, keep on crushing the weights. You might need to be in a little caloric surplus. The problem is people that lose weight are so paranoid. I don't want to gain another pound. It's like you fluctuate a couple pounds day to day. That's why you don't weigh yourself every day, because you'll be 3 pounds up and then 2 pounds down. You'll be all over the place. Your body fluctuates throughout the day too. So anyway, and those of you that are like, yeah, be careful, Sean. So any of you that are like, I'm not wearing shoes anymore, fucking hell. You need to, and I will put this as a disclaimer, you need to progress into barefoot training so fucking slowly. You can't just go barefoot and go lifting in the gym. It's a lot of pressure on your feet, especially on hard surfaces. So start walking around more barefoot at home, practice yoga, get a pair of barefoot shoes, wear them for 15 minutes during the day, take them off, put them back on, wear them sparingly, maybe go to the gym and do a little short workout in them. Don't go running. Do not go running barefoot if you're not used to being barefoot. You just have to be around and be standing around doing barefoot things more often. Yoga is fantastic too, but you need to progress slowly over the course of months. I wouldn't recommend running in barefoot shoes until you really learn proper form. Maybe you can join like a little running club or start watching Instagram or YouTube videos on learning how to barefoot run. Google the fuck out of it and progress over the course of months to get to running. Months. It's a natural thing for your body, but you have to condition your body. If it's been 30, 40, or 50 years of you wearing sneakers, you don't have the bone strength, you don't have the ligaments and the tendon strength and the integrity, the structural integrity of your lower body to handle that and the coordination and everything. So super slow. I got a stress fracture when I first started wearing them. It took a while for it to happen for me, but I just kept on pushing it and it was just too much too soon. So no water break today? Yeah, we'll do a water break right now. I'm actually thirsty, so we'll sign off right after the water break. So let's do this. Everyone get your water ready. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Water break, beaches. Here we go. Chuggies. Oh, water break is done. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 1248 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, y'all flex our biceps. And remember, Swolenormousx.com. Go sign up for Uncensored. $2.99. Today is the next Swole Motion vlog is being recorded. It's going to be a leg day, so for those of you that are asking questions about single leg squats, about a leg workout, maybe something aside from squats, I don't think I'm going heavy on squats today. So I will be recording that, and that should be up tonight or tomorrow for Swolenormous Uncensored members and, of course, Unlimited members. If you want to learn more about all the stuff, Swolenormousx.com. But those of you that are on the fence that if you like these Q&As, we do a private members-only live Q&A, the Ask Papa Swole live inside Swolenormous Uncensored in the private Facebook group every week. So make sure you do that. And tomorrow, for all you members, Unlimited and Uncensored, fucking tomorrow, accountability meeting at 12 noon Eastern time. Oh, that's the other thing. You ready for this? This is for Unlimited members only. Tomorrow is the initial release, probably at least the first phase of Swole Season, okay? My new program, Swole Season. You don't want to miss that. So those of you that are in Swolenormous X that have access to Swolenormous Unlimited, you will get your first phase of Swole Season at least. So if you're ready to bulk, It's time to shine, fam. So I will be announcing that tomorrow and getting you the first workouts, and we'll be releasing that over the course of the next few days to a week or two. So you'll be being able to start that tomorrow. All right. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for 12:48. I'll see you tomorrow for 12:49. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swole. Out. You like that? Forgot I turned the sound off. That is what you get with Swolenormous Uncensored. You get access to the vlog. So the vlog goes live usually once a week, and that's what happens if you want to join. You get behind the scenes. So those of you that thought I fucked up, that's how it goes down. All right? I want to see you in there. Join the fam. All right? Join the fam. I love you. Peace out.